Hey guys, so we're going to hop into it real quick. This is day 2 of the video series that we're doing, or lesson 2 of the video series that we're doing. And yesterday what we learned about was whole steps and half steps. I'm not going to review that today. I'll put a link here in the video so that you can go back to it if you want to learn about it a little bit more. But today what we're going to talk about is why that was important for you to learn, why you should be able to understand that, because we're going to talk about major scales. And what makes up major scales are whole steps and half steps. So let's turn over here to the keyboard. We'll talk a little bit and just explain how many whole steps and how many half steps make up a major scale. So that looks good right there. So basically what we've got here, what makes up a major scale is starting on a root note or a key note. Okay, so let's say we're doing the C major scale. The formula for a major scale goes like this. Sorry, my computer's about to turn off. So the formula goes, you start on a root note, and I'll often do this. I'll say key note or root note, whole step, half step, whole step, half. And then the formula works the same way going back down. So half step, whole step, half step, whole step. So it's super easy, and it works for every key signature if you're playing a major scale. You look at let's say C sharp or D flat. You've got a key note or a root note, whole step, half, whole step, half. Same way back down. Key note, half step, whole step. What's next? Half step, whole step. So it's super simple. That's the basic formula for any major scale. If you want to figure out how to play one, you just pick a note and you say whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole. Super simple. So we'll do it with another key just to give another example. Key note, whole step, half, whole step, half. That's a little bit faster. We'll try it again. Key note, this is an E major, whole step, half, whole step, half. Now if you're confused about why these are whole steps and half steps, go back to the video that I posted yesterday, and I'll be able to explain it to you there. That's going to be really important for you to understand anything that we're going to talk about here. So that's kind of the basics if you're wanting to learn how to play, understand music, maybe even play music. But that's how you play a major scale. We're going to do one more here, and then we're going to just end the video and go from there. So we've got F major is what we're going to play. Okay, so we start on F, which is our root note. We go up a whole step. Why is that a whole step? Because there's a note in between. And then another whole step, because there's a note in between right here. And then a half step, because there's no note in between the G and the B flat. And then a whole step to C, because there's a note in between. A whole step, because there's a note in between. A whole step, because there's a note in between. And then a half step, because there's no note in between these two, the E and the F. It goes the same way backwards, right? Half step, whole step, half step, whole step, right? So it's super simple. Practice that out. If you're not exactly sure, if you understand it just yet, that's totally fine. But just practice it out a little bit. And come back tomorrow, and we're going to talk about major, minor seconds, and just kind of why they're important for you to understand, and just teach you a little bit about what I know, because it really helped me get through school and a bunch of different other things. So hang in there, hang tight. Good luck. I know you can do this. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to comment, ask questions on the video, whatever the case is. And if you have something that you want me to teach or talk about, just let me know. See you guys tomorrow.